so gay. You could have just said gay from South Africa.
People hear me out there cursing.
They might now. We're live, everybody.
Hi.
What is going on? How is everybody today? Happy Sunday. You see we have an abbreviated cast here. Let's see who we got out here in the chat. We got Vape and Trucker. I hope you're being careful. Yep, you're working no chat. Totally get it. Alan Gorby, happy birthday to Mr. Gorby. James Capozzi. Graham's out there. What's up, brother? Ian Thomas. GBV Jerry A, welcome. Danae B, Michael Morris. Pip is out there. Peepa.
Pippa.
Socrates, Lando. Going on, Lando? Hopefully you're doing well. Galta Bull's out there. Goose Girl, what's going on? She said she might be lurking today. She's got to get some things done. Totally get it. That's why we got replays. Nurse Vapes is out there. What's going on? Let's see. I said Socrates. I saw Vape and Bathrobes in here early. Bigfoot, I saw one of your recipes, and I'm really looking forward to mixing that shit up. I think it's going to be a good one. Lady Loves Vapor, what's going on? Let's see.
Nurse Vapes?
Yep, Nurse Vapes is out there. What's going on? I think I got everybody. Jeff Lawson's in the house. What's up? What's up? Yeah, as you can see, Mary Beth, she's away on assignment, I guess you can say. She's got some stuff going on. Oh, Philly Vape's out there. What's up, brother?
Michael Morris.
Yeah. So how's everyone's week been so far?
Oh, I'm typing in the wrong screens. Every time I try to type, I type in the wrong. So my week is going great. I had a busy one. Damn, busted me. I don't know what I busted. Oh, she was pimping the show. Yes, I busted her. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean. But no. So, cool. No, I don't even know. So yeah, I had a busy week. Stayed up way too late every single night, chatting with Pippa. And we ended up working on this really good recipe.
Yeah.
And I just posted it out in Facebook and stuff. And oh my gosh, guys, if you don't have the ingredients, you need to get these ingredients because it is so good. But we'll talk about that later.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we'll keep going.
And Dietz, welcome. This is your solo debut on the show.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Oh, hey, no problem. Figured I'd give you some FaceTime. Let Theo go enjoy his weekend. You know, he was out in the woods somewhere.
Out in the sticks somewhere, yes, you mentioned.
Well, isn't most of the country out in the sticks anyway, except for like Cape Town, Johannesburg?
I guess for everyone who doesn't stay here, yes, maybe. But for us who this is home, it's not really that sticks. It's all city. I mean, we all stay in urban areas, cities, main
Yeah.
cities, and it's pretty much the same. Maybe we have a little bit more green and sticks around where we stay, but it's I would say Australia is pretty much also very close to where we are, so it's very similar.
Yeah, it makes
It's been
sense.
been it's been a good week though, hot and rainy, and
Oh,
specifically where I'm from is quite strange. Cape Town, the weirdest thing, in one day you have 4 seasons. It will rain and then it'll be cold, and then you'll have like this overcast and everything in between, and it just resets. So
Oh, I
this week
believe
has
it.
bit just as crazy with the weather.
Oh yeah, this week here has been like today's supposed to warm up to about 71 Fahrenheit, which is about a little over 20
mm-hmm.
Celsius. And but like the other 2 days ago, it snowed, and yesterday was just cold and miserable all day. I mean, the sun still hasn't come out yet, but it'll get here someday.
We actually had some rain, which is a good thing because we were in a very, very bad drought still up until late last year.
Wow.
So any rain we have is good. It's a very good thing. We're still actually under water restrictions where we are. It's just a very light level water restriction in Cape Town specifically, or the Western Cape province.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of rain today and yesterday, which is good.
Good.
We've been enjoying that.
Yeah. Say we'd love to pass some along because that's all it's done all winter here is rain. It's been miserable. My yard is just like it's going to take till probably about July for my yard to dry out enough to do anything with it.
Our winters are quite dry. It doesn't rain that much during winter here in Cape Town.
Yeah, see, here's
but
the
I mean,
opposite.
it's quite strange to see that because where I'm from, I've been born and grown up in inland in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So the upper inner provinces is where I grew up. So there's normally dry seasons and rain seasons. In Cape Town, everything's all upside down. So when it's dry inland, it's dry everywhere. Everything's dead and brown and winter.
Oh.
I mean, it's normal, but here it can be dry and winter. But if you just drive 10 or 5 kilometers, I don't know what that is in miles, but it's not that far.
Not
10
far.
kilometers, and you're in a piece of nature, greenlands and winelands, and there's the ocean, obviously. So even if you're in a drought, I mean, in winter when it's very dry, it doesn't look that depressing because there's the beach and there's lots of water around. So,
because it stays relatively mild there year round, doesn't it?
pretty much. I mean, it does get hot though. Very hot.
I know it gets hot, but like it doesn't get bitterly cold.
Winters, yes, it gets down to about 5 degrees, I think 10 degrees. Maybe not all the time, but we have our cold fronts and stuff rolling in with winter.
Yeah,
it doesn't get ridiculously cold where everything freezes over. I mean, there's a few smaller towns inland where the water freezes in the pipes. That's how cold it gets. But not here in Cape Town. It gets cold, very winter cold, but nothing freezes over, and it's not that bad that you've got to barricade yourself in. You can dress up warmly and go outside. It's not snowy or
you got it's like Florida weather.
Yeah, pretty much. It's good summers and it's kind of cold winters that's manageable with a blanket and a heater, you know. So it's pretty ideal, actually.
That dog trying to get some camera time. Come on, El, go.
Oh, nice. Bless his heart. My dogs got put in jail. They were getting in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, your dogs have a tendency of doing that, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they do. They do. They take after me. I'm sorry. They take after me. Always trying to get into something. And up to no good. So here we go.
Yeah, we got this week doing butterscotch. And that's like one of my favorites. I mean, we were talking about a little bit before the show about which butterscotch concentrates are like the top ones and everything, almost doing like a layer show or like you guys do at market share and stuff. And I was surprised to see that Butterscotch Ripple was actually the top one. I would have thought for
Yeah,
sure.
on both sides, all the flavors and ELR, butterscotch ripple. I was like, wow.
I mean,
But it's so versatile.
yeah, it is. I mean, it's good. I think Flavor West Butterscotch, just a regular one, is probably my favorite because it's really strong and you really can't do a lot with it. But if you definitely want to in your face butterscotch flavor and maybe throw some RY4 or something behind it or some caramel, you have yourself something nice to vape and throw either a cream or a bakery or something with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ripple though. Ripple, I mean, a lot of people say that Ripple doesn't hold up to creams and stuff, but I have to disagree. I think it does really well. Like that's what I put.
I know
I
what
think so.
did your I forget what you call it. Deets, the show where you guys talk about
Easy does it.
flavors.
Use it as it.
Yes. The other guy. What? What? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wait, Roger?
No, no, no. No, the other one. The fourth guy.
Daniel?
Daniel.
With us.
He was saying that it didn't go well with other heavy creams and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, yes it does.
Yeah, I had to disagree with Daniel there.
I don't know. We're quite diverse group.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what makes it so good. I mean, it's from every angle, and it's very likely that we cover all ends. So we definitely don't like the same thing. I mean, Richard's all about desserts, and that's something I don't like that much. If I'm mixing for me, it's definitely nowhere near what I would just do a custard or a cake or something. So, and Theo is also he's more the custard guy and drinks and milkshakes and stuff. So I'm fruits and candies. And Daniel, he really does everything, but I think he's also more. Everyone seems to be or to me, it seems like there's a majority of people doing desserts and cakes and creams and stuff. There's not that many people. There's a lot, but I mean, comparing ratios, candies and pure fruits is normally not that many people lose into that.
Yeah, I don't do that many candies or just fruit. So yeah, you.
Yeah, it's kind of out of my realm as well.
You're missing out.
That's a good. I know, right? So that's a good one. I need to work on that a little bit.
But I mean, then you have
I'm trying to step outside of my comfort zone with a lot of things.
Do it. You should do it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a smaller group of people, and it's one of the most amazing side of flavors, tobaccos. I mean, that's the smallest, I would say, the smallest group of people in DIY is tobacco.
Oh, well, hey, I'm all about it. Good tobacco.
Me too.
I love tobaccos.
Great. There's some really great mixes you can do specifically with tobacco.
I just did one this week, actually, with the butterscotch.
Did you share it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't miss it then. I miss too much things. The social networks.
I did.
crazy.
And Frank even mixed it up. It's
Yeah,
really good.
that's what I have in my K Fund right now, and this stuff is really good.
I will have to find it. I'll mix it.
Sweet and smoky Flavora.
Yes. I also did a few with it. It's delicious. I'm loving it.
I like it. It gives that nice.
My 10 ml is not enough.
No, and over here, Bull City Flavors and Gremlin are both doing 20% sales right now, and a lot of the new ones they were gone like within a couple of hours on the sites.
They are excellent. There's some really crazy good flavors there, so I can see why they would all be sold out so quick.
Yeah,
it's a great batch of release. This honestly, some Flavora is stepping it up. It's becoming also everyone's like, who's your favorite flavor brand now? It's really difficult to say. Tell me tobaccos. I'm going to tell you it's always been Flavora. Always.
Yeah.
So, but even with now, look at the fruits and the stuff they're bringing out now. It's great. I mean, I'm enjoying the new releases, and there's still a lot of the new releases I still have to try. So I want to try every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work through them, and the limited time I get on the weekends to be able to mix. And
yes.
I've been hearing like that. What's the one? The jammy berry is supposed to be like,
I haven't
like
got
straight
that
up.
one.
Yeah, I
did do a really good one, and it's actually about who did this? Oh my gosh, what's her name? Smoky Blue.
Yeah, Smoky
actually,
Blue,
it's a recipe. It's peach Bellini, and it's because I love peach. And
No, really?
yes, believe it or not, I love peaches. And it has peach and peach gummy and oh, she used that wine, the brute wine in it.
Yes.
Oh, it is good. Oh my gosh, this is so good. What
Did I have
she
the Vora peach?
Oh yeah, it's all
yeah,
Flavora. Yeah.
yeah, it's all Flavora.
Oh, okay, cool.
It
Yeah.
is
Sounds good.
so good. It's like 3% flavoring, like hardly anything, but it is really good. I have to say, it's really good. Really,
It's
I've
all
been
really
you
good.
missing
know.
out on peaches without Flavora peach, which also I only got recently. I've got two other recipes that are peaches, but now that I have Flavora peach, my other previous peach recipes are more like apricot recipes, so I've got to go change
Yeah,
my
I
name.
know. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah, Graham says jammy berry next level. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Conground?
Yeah, I need to do that one.
Yeah, Conground,
Hey,
you did a great job last night on DIY Down Under, mixing with me mates.
Mm-hmm.
Give a lot of insight. But yeah, I just actually I'll have it Tuesday. I'll finally have Flavor Peach. For some reason, I kept missing that one, but I took advantage of the Bull City sale and got like 17 more Flavor flavors.
I have to keep telling him what he's got to get. You don't have that? What? Yes, you
Exactly.
do.
What?
That one and that one. Yeah. So okay, cool. Do we want to hit some recipes
Yeah.
stuff?
Go ahead. Put that drop of Jupiter up first.
Okay, yes, drum roll, because Pippa's waiting for that. I know.
Oh, you know she is.
I know. And it, well, let me just kind of, okay. We started working on, well, we wanted to work on a collaboration, and okay. So I found this one recipe. I'm like, this right here, because I knew we were doing butterscotch. I'm like, this right here looks like something that I want to bake. Because I do, I love desserty butterscotch. And then, hi Core Vape, I see you in the chat now.
Yeah.
And then we start going over this concept, and we're going. She's still singing the song in chat. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. Like, so we start working on this recipe and concept, and we're mixing, and it is just absolutely fabulous when we're finished. I mean, it is just amazing. So we're like waiting. Let's see how this steeps, and it's just beautiful. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. And so then we're talking about what do we name it? Where do we go with this? And so she's like, it's so out of this world. We should call it Jupiter. So then we're into, okay, Jupiter's kind of just whatever. What about drops of Jupiter? And then I'm like, oh, there's a song. And as soon as she's like putting it in our chat, drops of Jupiter, I'm already got the song up on my YouTube, playing it. I'm like, how are we? We're like across the world, 12 hours, 14 hours apart, and we're thinking the same exact thing, drops of Jupiter. And but what's really amazing about it is that this song has such a meaning to it, and um, I'm gonna totally forget the name of the. Hold on, let me just pull this recipe, so we can talk about it.
Yes, do that.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have to click over to the right screen because that's not it. Right here it is. Drops to Jupiter. But Drops to Jupiter, it Train is the one who sings the song. Okay. So his mother died of lung cancer because she was an avid smoker. And so that's what gave this song like such a meaning, because I mean, we're like crying 14 hours apart across the ocean because we're both like on the same wavelengths about this recipe, and we're so like in love with it, and we're thinking about now this song has real meaning to it because here we are and we're fighting for our right to vape right now, okay? Because here we have a flavor ban coming on. The whole world, basically, Australia, everywhere. They're trying to take our flavors away and stuff. And so here we are. His mother passed away from lung cancer, from smoking. And this is something that we need to fight for, is our right to vape. And so this just really hit us hard that we need to advocate. So I put in here, remember to Write your local government and elected officials and remember that you vape and you vote. So this recipe is advocacy and meaning, and it tastes fucking good. So drops of Jupiter, and I have pictures because Jupiter has got like, I forget, 17 or more like moons. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if you will, this is moons, is this lovely recipe, is what it is. So this is a butterscotch cream pie, but it has hints of chocolate because the crust is like, above the crust is a chocolate cream layer. So here's the actual recipe. We have the star, which I call the star of the show, Mullenberry cookie bite. If you do not have this, you have to get it. I mean, you don't have to, but it is an essential, I think, in anybody's arsenal. And in the States right now, you can get it at
Gremlin.
Gremlin,
Yep. That's where I
and
got
that's
mine.
the only place I know to get it. But you can also get it now at
Chefs.
Chefs. Chefs, you can get it, or you can buy it direct from Mullenberry. Um, but this works amazing in this because it's like a chewy cookie, but it also has a chocolate note to it. So at this percentage, it gives that layer, because this is our crust, the cookie bite.
Mm-hmm.
It gives that layer of like a deep chocolate that we wanted. So the butterscotch pudding, that's the layer above the chocolate, if you will, is we're using Flavor Art butterscotch with some Flavor Art caramel and also vanilla pudding from Flavora, and that just makes a really nice pudding base. And then for the frosting or the topping on top of the butterscotch, on top of that pudding, we're using flapper pie. And if you don't have that, you need that too, because that stuff works some miracles. I don't know what it does, but it just does some like amazing things to a recipe. It like adds this meringue type thing to any kind of frosting, because we use the buttercream frosting from Wonder Flavors,
Mm-hmm.
and this flapper pie just makes that even more like um fluffy, and almost gives like gives you that, I don't know, like a meringue type feel to it. But it is just really good. So then also we add VTA honeycomb, and that is almost like, it's such a dark honey type flavor, and it's gonna give that almost like a toffee, dark, deep dark caramel, like a toffee feel on, that's gonna be like your top note on top of the your frosting. Um, so that's kind of how this is broke down into layers and things. So that's the recipe, drops of Jupiter. So, like I said, not only is it just absolutely yummy, it has advocacy to it and like a deep meaning. So please fight for your right to take and mix this up.
I love. I mean, I straight up love that mix. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, "Oh, this looks so good."
Mhm.
If you were to eat this, you'd probably go into a
Oh
diabetic
yeah,
coma within minutes. So it's definitely much safer to vape
yeah.
it than to eat that, because it just when you showed the picture before
Mhm.
before you changed everything up, I was just like, "Oh yeah, that is that's really fucking good."
Yeah, just a picture,
Yeah,
man. That alone, it's like I need to have some of that right now.
Yeah,
yeah.
and then
It
I
is
looked and
just
I saw I can
so.
mix it all. I was like, "Oh, that makes it even better."
Hold on. Where did I put it? It's just, I can't even just like this, the different layers and top notes, and it's just, what is all the words, like Wayne Walker uses these great words that I love to explain recipes. It has dimension, it's multi-dimensional.
Yes.
I love to listen to him explain how he tastes things multi-dimensional and almost like it's an X-ray or something like that. It's just great. So this definitely is not linear. Get that flapper pie is throughout the entire recipe vape, but the dimensions of the different, like the honeycomb and the butterscotch and the chocolate from that cookie, it's just you get all those different notes at different points. It's just really, really good. Really good. So, okay. Who wants to go next? Or do you have any questions?
That flapper pie in there, that basically gives it more density and mouthfeel. I'm taking it, and that,
I
Yes.
was
adds
laughing
a
about
little
that
bit more of
too.
a cream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
It,
that's. See, I remember watching MB's review on it,
I
and
haven't even watched that. I feel so bad. I haven't
I
watched
have it.
that one. I watched most of them.
I have it around
But
here somewhere too. Let me see.
I used it also when I mixed up here I go losing a name again.
Oh, I'm in the wrong.
The best lemon meringue pie ever. From what's his name in the UK? You know what's his name?
Nick or
Nick Evans. Yes,
Yes.
Nick Evans. I mixed up. He used it with lemon meringue tart from Vape Train.
oh, okay.
And I was because I had used lemon meringue tart before, and so I knew how it tasted. And then to taste it with that flapper pie, it was just amazing the difference that made with the meringue. Because he didn't add any extra like meringue or topping or anything, but that just like enhanced it so much. It was just so amazing.
Yeah,
with
see,
that
now
flapper
I'm
pie.
trying to find my flapper pie because I moved everything up here, so now everything's still a mess, and even it's a little bit more organized than it was before, but not by much. Because now I have a little bit more room. Oh, Addie Tooney in the house, Addie!
Hey, Addie. Okay. So, where do you want to go next? Where do we want to go?
Let's see, I'm gonna quit looking for that flapper pie, and I'll worry about that later. And I'll give that a sniff. Actually, I'm gonna actually after the show, I'm actually gonna mix this next. If you want to go ahead and you want to throw up my my butterscotch, that's cool. My butterscotch ice cream.
Yeah, hold on. I think, let me get it.
All right.
Yeah, and Frank did his own picture, and I'm so impressed.
You're rubbing off on me.
I'm like, Frank put a picture in ELR. He did it himself. That is so cool.
I know.
Okay.
No, yeah, I went and found it myself and everything like a good boy.
So there's your picture. Do you want to
Yeah.
butterscotch ice cream?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just
And
Googled
here's
and
your-
was looked for it, and yeah, basically what I did here was, use butterscotch ripple and flavor art butterscotch because I didn't just want to use Flavor West because I think Flavor West, even though for as good as it is, it's linear. And I wanted to layer the two butterscotches and add that little bit more cream. And the caramel original is just there to help boost up the butterscotch, give it a little bit more of a brown sugar note. And then the vanilla bean ice cream, I wanted to go with a different one as opposed to using instead of just using like either Capella or TFA or anything. I had the Flavor West one laying around, so I figured I might as well go ahead and use it. And the bread pudding basically is a bottom layer, gives a little bit more density, and you on the back end of the vape you do get the cinnamon note that you do from from a what do you call it, from a bread pudding.
Right.
I mean,
it's
and
in the bread
you
pudding.
get a little bit of nutmeg and stuff as well, but you definitely get the all the different notes from the bread pudding. So it just adds another dimension to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I can see. And the vanilla bean ice cream from Flavor West is more like is a soft serve kind of ice cream. It's a less dense.
Yeah, it
Ice
seems
cream.
really heavy. It reminds me of a heavier one, like a heavier cream. And you're definitely not going to be, if you're a pepper taster, you're not going to get pepper from that.
No, I don't get pepper from that.
So that would work out well. Yeah, so basically that's what it is.
Nice.
I mean, I had another one that I was working on that even after an overnight steep, I'm like, yeah, it's not going to work, so I didn't even bother making it public yet. Got to go back to the drawing board on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Pip. I used it as a consolidator. You're right. Instead of throwing cinnamon and nutmeg and all that kind of stuff in.
Bro, yeah, very clever consolidator. Okay, So we're done. That it?
Yeah,
That
yeah, it's pretty.
we're
I mean,
good.
it's
Okay.
simple 5 flavors. Nothing. I've been trying not to be fairy-fied lately and trying
You
to
know,
consolidate my flavors.
I usually stay 6 and under, but here lately it seems like I've been going the opposite direction.
Yeah, Graham, the Wonder Flavors vanilla ice cream. I don't have it yet, and I heard it's not bad. But you gotta let it steep like a week or so before it thickens up because it seems like off the shake it's really thin. I think Addie was the one who was talking about it on one of
Yeah,
Fresh's
I've heard a lot
shows.
of people say it's excellent.
Yeah, they say it's good. It's
I'm
just thin.
gonna do show this one. I did this one like it says I posted it on all the flavors January 1st, 2018, but I posted it on ELR like in November, I think before that.
Okay, so it's an older recipe. Yeah.
So it's an older recipe, but oh my god, I just mixed it and it is like so good still. Yes. So hold on just a second. Let me get this up.
All right.
And it is, and I actually have, what is it called? The fried ice cream from Chef's.
Oh, okay.
And this actually reminds me of that a lot. Um, but it's fried butterscotch ice cream. And like it says in the thing, this is my adaptation of fried butterscotch ice cream. And basically, what I do is I started with a base of ice cream, Liquid Barn, and French vanilla. And probably, it's interesting because I look at it now, like, how would I do it different? And I always go back. I've been thinking about, how I could go back and remix it.
Mm-hmm.
And I see like a couple little things maybe. But I use 3% vanilla ice cream and 1% French vanilla, which I think now French vanilla that's a little high. Like I would, if I lowered that, I would raise that. So, but it still tastes really good, just like that. But I use butterscotch ripple at 2%, so I think that's why I went really low on that. And I use Flavor Art butterscotch as the butterscotch that's drizzled kind of on top. And so the whole ice cream is like a ball of ice cream with those ice creams. And then, if you will, it's like coated with caramel Rice Krispie treats and breakfast cereal. And there's a reason it was breakfast cereal because that was brand new at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to really hashtag give it a go. Um, and then to really give it that fried note, because I want it to be a fried ice cream, 0.25 of Flavor Art Joy. But don't go over that because then it gets really.
It gets beer tasting.
Yeah, but that amount is just perfect to do that. And some people, I don't need sweetener in this because it's just right. But if you want to add sweetener, you can add sweetener, but don't add super sweet because super sweet will give you that like a donutty taste from the Joy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because Joy and super sweet do that little trick where you get that glazed donut effect. And you don't want that for this.
No,
So
not at all.
I have that in the notes. Don't use super sweet because you don't want a donut glaze.
Nurse is saying, is it my connection or does something happen? I
like
think it's your connection.
What's that?
Nurse is saying that she's like, is it my connection or did something happen? It's like, I think it's your connection because no one else is saying anything. Sorry.
But this has been one of my recipes that people have loved. I know this vaping surveyors mixed it. A lot of people's really loved this. So I thought I would share it because it's really butterscotch.
Oh, Tom said he lost us there for a minute too and got it back. Huh.
Really?
That's weird.
Interesting.
It is interesting. See, because I went off for a second.
My dogs are knocking at the door right now.
Oh, that's weird because I don't have any drop frames or anything. Yeah, well, we're back now, so probably you two scrolling with us. I got distracted a little bit in the chat because Graham and Pippa were talking dildos.
Oh no!
Yeah, you can't take them anywhere.
And I missed that conversation.
Yeah. Okay, just a blip. Okay. I say it happens. YouTube's playing games. So Dietz, we know you don't have a whole lot of experience with butterscotch, but you do have that butterscotch ripple. You have any mixes that you've used it with that you'd like to share?
Well, the one mix of my own I made, actually tried, was actually not one I did not. We did our apple filling layers, and one of my disasters was the one I used with butterscotch ripple, but it didn't end bad because of the butterscotch ripple. The issue was with the cookie that I tried to add to the apple filling, so I did not share that recipe. I have another recipe that I've just created that I think I want to mix up, and I can share it here.
Yeah, yeah. Show us your concept.
Nothing amazing, but this is something I've been thinking about since I got FLV sweet and smoking tobacco. Share. Right. So it's 4% butterscotch ripple because I want it to be butterscotch dominant. I might drop it to 3.5 depending on how this goes. Then I've got FLV cream at 0.4 just to mix all the other creamy stuff that I've got in here. Hazelnut 1.5. This is something I added in now. I had this recipe created earlier, but now I added in the hazelnut and the marshmallow vanilla. The hazelnut I added in at 1.5% because someone mentioned in the chat, I'm not sure who it was, I'm trying to see or find it. They mentioned that nuts, any nutty flavor goes well and complements butterscotch ripple. So I want to try that. And then marshmallow vanilla I want to add in because I like the texture that it adds to something sweet. Miss Cream has a very sweet and roasted cream or brownish type of cream that I also enjoy. So I like the Miss Cream at 0.6% here as a combination of cream with the FLV cream. Then the sweet and smoky tobacco. Now this is what I want to add into some kind of a cream or creamy dessert. And butterscotch seems to me like a good sweet type of
What happened? You get an accent?
profile that a tobacco can go with. But yeah, this is
All
not
right.
a tobacco recipe, and it's not intended to be a tobacco recipe.
Hey
What I'm
guys,
going for
I
here,
gotta go. My daughter just got into an accident with her car.
Oh
So I'm gonna shut
no.
everything down, and we'll continue this another time, and I'll catch up with everybody.
good luck,
All
man.
right,
Okay.
thanks. Prayers.
Bye.
All
Thanks.
right, bye.
I hope everything's okay.